My mother-in-law is my husband's second wife, part two. So just a little backstory. Everyone in the house knows for sure that I do not play about my makeup stuff because this earns me my money. And I keep it in a safe train case in my bedroom. So that a train case is that thing where a makeup artist puts their things. It looks like a suitcase, but it has a more blocky figure and it has a lock. That's where I keep my stuff. So it stays in my bedroom. When my mother-in-law moved in with us, my husband told me I should be comfortable with her coming into the bedroom because she wanted to be checking on her son. Like, will I kill you if she doesn't come in the bedroom? What do you mean she wants to be checking on you? If she was free enough today to get married, obviously she knows that you're safe with me. To be honest, it shocked me that my husband even considered telling me such a thing. Like, what do you mean she should be comfortable with her coming into the bedroom? But anyway, at this point, living with my mother-in-law, it meant that whatever I said didn't matter to my husband. Whatever my mother-in-law wanted, my mother-in-law got. Life with my mother-in-law started becoming a competition for my husband. My mother-in-law would sometimes cook even after I have cooked. She would come to the kitchen and say, "Oh, my son doesn't eat those things. Let me cook him something else." Woman, I'm married to this man. I know what he likes. Honestly, at this point, I was too grown for another grown woman to tell me what my husband should eat. So I decided to stop cooking and she should continue having the kitchen. Because whatever I used to cook used to go to waste. And for sure, my husband would always be on her side. That's what used to get me all the time. Like, I would complain to him and he would just say, "No, she'll be leaving soon. Let's just deal with her." Bear in mind, Zach was perfect in everything else. He was the perfect husband, except when it came to his mother. This one day, I had my makeup case in my bedroom. I was in the sitting room watching TV. I hear my bedroom door open because my bedroom door has a locking system. So once you press it, I can tell that you're opening my bedroom door. At this point, she goes in and out of our bedroom as and when she pleases. So I obviously know who's just gone in because my husband is at work. It's just me and my mother-in-law at home. She goes into our bedroom. I don't care to go check what she's doing because I'm tired of having this back and forth between her son, me. So I just choose to, you know what, let me ignore it. I choose to be at peace that day. So when I realize the door is not locking back, like I can't hear the locking system again, and she's taking too long, I choose to go in and check what's going on. So when I come into the bedroom, lo and behold, this woman is holding or she's playing with what no one plays with. There's no one in my house. Everyone understands that this is business and they're not supposed to play with anything that involves my makeup. I say, "Hi, are you looking for something?" She goes like, "Oh yeah, I'm going out, so I wanted to do my makeup a bit." Then mind, this one can't do makeup at all. You know those odd eyebrows where you have one line? You don't need a whole makeup case. She could literally buy her own eyeliner, and that is her makeup routine. I'm honestly out of words when I see this, and the first thing I do is to call my husband so that he can talk to his mother because I'm not going to deal with all that. I don't want to be hated by her, bear in mind. So I'm trying to be as nice as possible, but I feel she's overstepping her boundaries. So I step out of the bedroom. I call Zach and tell him, "Your mother is playing with my makeup stuff. Please tell her to just stop with that. And if she wants a makeup bit, she should pay me to do her makeup. Or at least talk to me. Even if she doesn't want to pay, I can do it for her instead of her ruining my expensive foundations." Zach's response is, "Just let her do her thing. You should relax with that makeup. After all, I buy it. It's nothing too expensive. We can easily replace it." So his response pisses me off. I literally tell him, "Zach, I pay for some of these things. Yes, you bought me my first makeup kit and everything that was in it, but after that, this is a business that I'm running. I have been buying everything. I'm going to run losses if these things are damaged." So he tells me, "You know what, just chill. That's my mother and you have to love her." That hangs up the call, and in my head I'm thinking, I have to love her, but she's not making herself lovable. I understand I'm the daughter-in-law in this situation, but respect should be mutual. So I just let her do whatever she's doing, but I'm still very, very upset. Then I notice I can't wait any longer. I go to the bedroom and tell her, "Oh, I actually have a client who's come. I need to get the makeup case." She goes like, "Actually, done, you can have it." When I get it, I have the biggest shock in my life. First of all, she has mixed my foundations. She has put lip ones of matte lipsticks into glossy lipsticks. Since my matte lipsticks had become glosses at this point, I can't comprehend what this woman was trying to do. Whether she was just trying to ruin this for me or what, because she would always tell me how I'm a wife and I should always stay home. Why am I working if my husband provides everything? I choose not to respond at this point because I don't want to be misquoted or misunderstood. I wait for my husband to come back home so that we can have this conversation. When Zach comes home, I sit him down with his mother and talk to them about how I don't like how I'm being treated in this house. I ask her if she can treat me fairly as I'm equally her daughter and she doesn't have to be so much in my business. I try to tell her in the nicest way possible. But then Zach gets very upset with me and tells me I'm disrespecting his mother in front of his mother. Actually, I would have appreciated if Zach said this in private, because now since she heard Kim saying that, she also starts backfiring, starts saying all these bad things to me. And they are done speaking. Honestly, I feel so out of place in my own house, just a month old into this marriage. I feel very disrespected, and you know what? That moment I felt like calling it quits, but I choose to give Zach some grace. So I realized whatever they're talking about becomes too much, because now she's talking about how my parents didn't raise me right. I don't know how to be a wife. This really offends because me and my husband have been living happily until when she came. What do you mean I don't know how to be a wife? So I choose to storm out, and before I storm out, I make a big mistake. I call her the B word and it just slipped out of my mind. You know where you get so upset and something slips out of your mind? I'm not defending myself, I was completely wrong for that, but that's what happened. That night, I spent the night at my parents' house. You know, I have messed up. I don't go back home that night. I don't talk to Zach, I don't talk to his mother, I just storm out and go. From the look of things, I can tell that my mother knows something is wrong at home. But I don't think I have the courage to tell her at this point that I insulted my mother-in-law. The following day, I choose to go back home so that I can apologize to my mother. That is Zach's mother. When I get home, I received the biggest surprise in my life. Like, this woman is going from bad to worse. I find that she has rearranged my entire house, starting with my master bedroom, the sitting room, and the kitchen. She has changed up things like the direction of things, where if my TV was on this wall, she's put it on the other wall. She's changed the chairs around, and she has put up wallpaper on my kitchen walls. First of all, we are in a rented house. The list clearly said that that is not allowed, so this is an extra expense. I honestly don't understand why Zach did not say anything about this to her. When I see this, honestly, I go to Zach and I'm fuming. I find him home that day, it's a weekend. I'm fuming. I explain to Zach that whatever his mother is doing is not right. And at this point, I storm out and just tell him, you know what, you two should get married. It looks like you are his wife, not me. From that time, Zach has been very upset with me. He has tried to call me, but I don't pick up his calls. And my parents are also very upset with how I behaved in front of my mother-in-law. But she gave me no option. How do you put wallpaper on someone else's walls, honestly? Anyway, our good sister needs advice because she's thinking of just ending this marriage. Bear in mind, it's only been a month. I would say she shouldn't end the marriage, but she should just try to have a civil conversation with her mother-in-law